special guest this weekend. Thank you for joining us. I imagine you've been following this tournament a little bit, online, but any impressions so far as a frequent visitor here?
Well, I'm always happy to be back, and I'm happy to be here with you in the studio. It's a very special event, festival, and I really appreciated what's going on here for the 80th edition. And I came here the first time in 1990, quite some years ago.
I was a little bit before I was born,
yeah.
but...
And I started, of course, with Group B.
Yeah.
And then later on I had the opportunity to play in A group, I think 3 times.
3 times, okay. Well, you came at a good weekend because it's really unclear who's going to win, right?
Well, it's a huge fight and a lot of nerves taking on in the playing hall, and but it's always tense over there.
Yeah, no, it's...
between the players.
Do you miss playing in this specific tournament? Does it bring back some memories, or it's sort of nice at the same time? You don't have to worry about playing.
Well, competition is a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're a competitor and you're doing it in a high level, you want to do it well.
Yeah.
And the only thing really matters is how you score. If you look at it from sportive point of view, but for that you have to be in training in every way, in physical training, mental training, and you have to have a lot of preparation. And I know that I don't be able to do all these preparations anymore, so I made this decision to use it. But still, it's of course
Yeah, no, you can still feel the atmosphere. I'd like to ask, maybe you get asked this all the time, what are you up to these days? I know about the Global Chess Festival and some of the promotion you're doing in Hungary. Is there anything else quite exciting going on?
My foundation, we are doing practically, there's 2 things. It's the Global Chess Festival. I'm very happy that you know about that. Where we show in one day that how colorful chess is, and it's every second Saturday each year. It's a family day, so I'm working already kind of hard with the new location and a lot of different events. Already last year we had from 18 different countries visiting us. So there are chess tournaments, exhibition and other art-related and sport and game and education games. And the other thing, what we are doing with the foundation is the educational chess, where we have our own program, the Chess Palace and Chess Playground, for preschoolers and for primary school. So those are the 2 main topics what I'm doing in my foundation. I do other things also. I write articles and I give lectures. And I'm a mother of 2,
That's right.
which
That's
also takes quite a lot of
yeah.
time. And this way I don't travel so much, so I'm not so much away from my family.
So that's your programs, that's in the schools or after school programs? You talked about the preschool and...
It's a part of the national curriculum.
Okay.
It's an optional subject.
Okay.
So they can choose if any of the schools decide to have it and hold that. It's based on the rules of chess, but we use it for math and reading, and it's very playful and creative, the whole program. So basically it's a thinking improvement for the kids.
No, that sounds very good. I hope in North America we can make more progress like that. It sounds like it's pretty rewarding getting all the kids involved in Hungary.
Well, we have already more than 10,000 kids involved in the program. So, and it's getting more and more. And also now in kindergarten also they start the program.
Is this reflecting or help, like, the status of chess in Hungary? Is it more getting the kids exposed to the game, or also hoping that, maybe the government funds it more, or maybe trying to get some of these, raise the professional level?
No, chess was a very respected game for many decades. Actually, I can say that more than a century, in Hungary we had really top players from late 18th century. So chess was kind of a very respected sport and a very successful sport. Now it's the first time I think that there is no Hungarian in the top 10 in the world for many, many years. But also we have Rapport who is quite good and he can always go back and forth into 10. And but now it's getting more and more chess activity in the school or the educational chess in some ways. The government supports it in a way that they put it in as an optional subject, this program. Of course, this doesn't mean that we are going to have more champions or more great, talented kids becoming a professional chess player. But I do hope that because we have more and more kids who get involved and we pull them in, chess is an interesting game from many aspects. It's part of culture everywhere, so this is what we want to give also to the family, to understand that this is one of the games that if you speak it, you play it, you can use some of the elements in your life in other ways, and also wherever you travel, you will find people who understand the same language.
No, it sounds like you're keeping very busy and promoting chess in Hungary. I have to say I haven't been to Hungary, but a lot of I've had some friends visit. I've only heard good things, but there's more and more places in public, people playing chess, or I heard some, bath where people play.
Yeah, we have a famous bath, the Széchenyi bath, where you're in the hot water and you can play chess. And actually now there is a project which I'm going to support also, that in the park area next to it, they will be having chess tables again. I think it's a 2-year program.
Okay.
So, I mean, in different places, I try to manage that there are more chess tables and chess-related activities. Actually, there is a playground for kids nearby home where there is a huge chessboard, also part of the playground. So little steps are done by me and with my influence.
Okay, no, that's very good to hear. I think we need more chess ambassadors and people working to get the culture and the game spread. I imagine, though, I could definitely use your help in some of these chess positions. We have quite a few games still going on besides the quick draw between Jones and
that was kind of quite shocking, at least here. I can say. People were, wow, what happened?
I know,
why?
I know, we've been spoiled. And
playing for first place and makes a quick draw?
Well, both players blamed each other, which was quite funny in the post-game interviews. They're both like, I don't get why he took a draw. And then they said, they're strange. And, it was funny.
Well, these kind of situations are very tricky for Johns. He had a rough tournament, some rough games, so it's understandable he doesn't want to push. This tournament is very special. When you have a bad form, you see that it's really long, So I can understand from White's perspective also that he didn't want to push it so hard, and maybe he didn't feel that he has the full energy that's really in a roughly equal position to force matters. Because of course that way it's a lot easier to lose if you desperately want to win. And maybe also he had the idea that Mamedyarov, as he's really playing for the title for first place, he will push it anyway because he wants to grab his opportunity, and he's absolutely a player who likes to play sharp and looking for opportunities, the challenges, and really want to create some interesting game. On the other hand, we are towards the end, and of course a draw is not something that you would spoil.
Right.
Though if you would push it too hard, it can be spoiling your event.
I guess the traditional custom though in the round robin, I guess he's drawing with black and he has white tomorrow, and that's what he's counting on.
Yeah, and also we shouldn't forget that tomorrow we have a round starting earlier, which means that you will have less time to prepare. So it has a point that you don't force matters by any means.
Well, it might be the start of a bit more of a Mamedyarov's new style, which still has some of his original and his creativity, but sometimes he's going to be a bit more calm than maybe Mamedyarov of the past. He's trying to stabilize
Well, and
both.
sometimes it pays off more
Yeah.
if you don't feel so comfortable or you want to focus on a specific game.
Yeah.
And he knows it that if he could score tomorrow full point, of course,
Yeah.
that could make the tournament decisive. Who will be the winner? So it's also a lot of nerves at this point.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, that game's over. This game between Carlsen and Matlakov, we've been analyzing this Endgame because it's, well, as you see, everything compared off. It's from the time Manov. And Carlsen's going to Rook D1. I'm curious what you think about this forcing line, Rook G1, for example, Bishop E4, Bishop E6, F5, and let's say Bishop G6, Rook G7, how this endgame plays out. It looks, I mean, it's very good for white. We were thinking maybe try to run the king to H6. Play
Well, first of all, it's very clear that Magnus can just play forever.
Yes, it's his, yeah.
And it's quite painful to sit on the other side when you play against Magnus, and you know exactly that there is no single chance that you're going to win the game. And contrary to white, of course, he has chance to win the game. First of all, I think here maybe I would go Rook C7 first, just in case. And then maybe Rook G7.
Okay.
And, well, probably black would play Rook C8. So maybe your Rook G7 was better because of now Rook C6 will be coming.
You're right, that's, yeah.
Okay, so Rook G7 immediately, and then Rook E8. Because now Rook E2 is a threat.
Mm-hmm.
So probably
But you're probably...
White will be playing King D2 anyway. Well, the main idea, the chance for white is to somehow to exchange the C3 pawn to the B7, C4, C5 eventually. And of course black king is very disappointing, very passive, so kind of mating that can be happening too. The other idea is to come back maybe to the D5 with white rook and keep in mind the Rook D8 mate.
Yeah.
So the black rook is glued to the 8th rank.
Okay, this is maybe actually happening.
But here maybe it's not necessary after Bishop G6. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not forced. So Rook takes G7, Bishop G6.
Well, maybe H4 first. Anyway, probably okay. So probably F5 is the best, what you showed. But of course it's very drawish.
Yeah.
Instead of H4. But on the other hand, it's kind of also easy to lose such a position because it is very difficult psychologically to play. That you know that it should be a draw.
Yeah, with best play.
Like if you're going to lose, it's really annoying. And of course Matlakov should know this, that Carlsen will make at least 20 moves, 30 moves, but most likely until 2 kings left on the board.
Yeah, no, this is going to go long. I mean, if white can maybe stabilize this, protect these pawns, get in A5, without maybe a clear plan to win, but just long-term suffering, I think that's very bad.
And also maybe white can play, what about F5 takes, Rook F7, Bishop G6. So what if I, after all, play Rook C7,
yeah,
Rook C5.
So
you can go Rook C8. Well,
I like it.
Of course, you will not blunder that. But I'm thinking to play H4. Maybe try to
soften it up.
Yes, because then with your bishop, it's not easy where to go. So obviously, if you would exchange the rook, it's that draw, but that's still ahead.
I guess
maybe
you might.
D5.
Keeping me in a box, yeah.
And then somehow to play bishop D4 and maybe H4.
He just needs a position where he can play, right?
And avoid all kind of rook exchange.
Yeah.
But the black king is somehow not perfect.
Yeah, I mean even this sort of position.
Here it can be a problem because your bishop cannot stabilize. So black probably should go something like Rook E8 in the previous move. What do you think? Rook E8, I go King D2.
You still
I
have,
mean,
yeah.
if you think about it, what Karyakin won against Kremnik the
Yes.
other day,
Yeah.
I mean, that was also...
Yeah, we're seeing a few opposite bishops, but very unpleasant versions for, I mean, with the rooks on.
opposite bishops are it's a different kind of game, actually. For a long time, I had a lot of problems judging, evaluating positions with different color bishop. And for a long time, I thought, well, every different color bishop is a draw. But actually, I got surprises on the way, so I understood that it's not so simple, even if it's drawish,
Yeah.
like here.
You have a feeling Magnus will win this one?
Well, I would say definitely he will need the help of his opponent.
He'll need the help, yeah, as usually, but he has...
And okay, sometimes you can be enemy of yourself too, as we all know.
Yeah, but he's not...
But here it's only black who can suffer. And it's also not easy to make a draw many times because you have the feeling that this is a draw, that is a draw, then you're hesitating, you spend a lot of time, and then in time trouble, of course, then mistakes can come easier. And when the game is long, then it can be a problem.
Okay, well, I'll be here for a while today because this one's going to go a long time. But as I was mentioning to you when you came in...
Well, and also to see the players.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think it says a lot.
Says a lot, yeah. Magnus all comfortable.
Well, of course he's comfortable. There's 2 results he's playing for, but look at poor Matlakov. I mean, he knows it that it's going to be a long suffer.
Yeah, this is really where Carlsen thrives.
And it's really in this kind of position, for example, black can also play bishop h3 actually. He can also play bishop h3, bishop e6, but then bishop d4 will be unpleasant. But of course here you're looking at the position that what is the simplest? How can I make a draw? But for example, black can play bishop d5.
But you realize, like...
And after rook g7 to play h5, let's say.
Okay, now...
And then at least white's rook is not really like a blade on the 7th.
Is this a problem though, that I can get some sort of position like this where...
Well, for example, I try to come rook h6 and rook g6 possibly in the next move. And trying to get activity come to rook g2 and bishop e4.
But you'll give up the h-pawn?
No, I'm not so good. No, I don't have such a good heart, I think. I will not be so generous, but I will come with my king, and that can make a difference.
Okay, so
let's say h5, h4, king d7 immediately.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to do.
And
just try to...
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about my passive rook. That's true. But okay, I go king e7 for example. This is not nice.
It's not nice.
No, okay, I don't play.
I gave you the bad position.
I don't play king e7. Yeah, somehow my rook on h8 is not very tempting to play with that. Well, rook e8. Go for activity. Rook e2.
So you are giving...
Well, after all, I have no other choice. That's how it fits. Bishop e4.
Okay, yeah.
Activity is the most important.
Yep.
And it's also the most. It can be the most unpleasant from white point of view.
That's
because
true.
once black is passive, it's really you're playing for 2 results. Here, if let's say I'm dreaming and I play rook c2, I could bring my king to d3 with black. I mean,
that's true.
I know it's dreaming, but at least it's activity from black point of view.
That's true. Maybe Magnus is trying to, he's calculating those lines. Those are the ones he has to watch out for where black's very active.
But of course the dream for white is just to go over to the bishop e4, g7, bishop g6, f5.
Yeah.
And then it's it's a question whether he will be able to win.
Okay, well we'll come back to that one. In the game between Kramnik and Caruana, something funny happened, or maybe it wasn't funny, but I'm missing something. He played g3 here, I was saying there's the well-known tactic that Caruana allowed with bishop takes h7, or rook takes. Karmik spent 30 minutes and he didn't play it. So is his
Okay,
position,
let's see why didn't he do it.
is the position so good that he doesn't need to? Because, okay,
Takes, bishop h7. Hold on.
but it's not much to calculate actually. Maybe he just didn't expect Caruana would blunder a pawn. It's one of those mutual blindness things.
Well, things happening in this event, I understand what you
Okay,
want to say. But takes, rook e8.
yeah, I mean this line with rook
Queen
e4.
d4, rook e2, c4.
Yeah, there's c4. Okay, I was yeah.
No, c4,
Yeah,
queen e6.
c4, queen e6.
That
So just
doesn't
thinking
work.
b3 and h3, or maybe the.
But
Okay, maybe I can play h3 first and no. Maybe.
let's go back a little bit. Let's check whether maybe there's something else
For black.
for black. Yeah. But you see, players don't like it when the other one is active. But g3 is very surprising. Can we go back to bishop
Yeah.
h7 to look for a second at what was the reason? Interesting. Yeah, probably it goes all the way.
He spent 30 minutes, so maybe he was calculating this rook and queen endgame. But I slayed a pawn on d5, and I thought there'd still be some chances.
Well, okay, you have to start with bishop e5.
Yeah, that's always forced because of g6.
And no, it's because of the pin, no? If let's say we go bishop h7, then
Oh, no,
the pin would be the problem.
Okay, yeah, no, I meant
Yeah.
in case people, there's, yeah.
Okay, so bishop e5, bishop e5, bishop h7. Oh, maybe what about king f8? Let's talk
But
about
then
this
we're,
one.
yeah, we can talk about this. Now it's opposite bishops with rooks on the board, and okay, you can play this, but
You go bishop d3, right?
Yeah, bishop d3.
Or queen f3 is also
That
kind
was
of...
that was the other one.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
let's
funny,
see.
I was actually a little worried about this move and then bishop f6, just to harass. If that makes any sense. But maybe it's too ambitious to play queen d5. And bishop f6 and try to trade.
Well, actually, after queen d5... Yeah.
But it's a pawn, right? I
Let's see
mean-
bishop h7, king h7 takes.
Oh,
King takes h7.
So you're back- yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
I'm back to this. Check, there, rook e5. What about g6 first?
Mhm. No, there's queen e6. Oh no,
Queen
queen
d1.
d1. Okay.
So let's go there, queen e6.
Yeah, then it's not enough, yeah.
2 pawns. Okay, so this is not possible. So rook takes e5. Queen e5. What about queen b5? First. You have to go b3.
Is it rook e4 after queen d4? Is this some concern?
Yes, yeah, rook e8, queen d4, rook e4.
It's this
Queen
one.
d2, rook e2.
Maybe we can be a little clever. Try to get you to blunder with rook e2.
Ah, but queen e8, yeah, but that's not... Yeah.
Yeah, queen c5, queen d2. I mean, he's...
Yeah, somehow it seems like it's a pawn up. Well, there is definitely something to be asked by the players
I'm
already.
worried about asking him. There's maybe some I don't know. Yeah, we'll get the media guy to interview the players why they didn't take the pawn. But after g3, I mean, it still seems nice, but completely different. I mean,
Well,
I think I take the pawn.
Vladimir will say that he just wanted to have the bishop there, so didn't want
He
to
just-
allow the activity for
Yes,
black.
Yes.
But yeah. Well, of course, black has a compensation there, though.
Yeah.
Let's see it once more.
Once more,
Bishop h7. It's kind of bothering me that
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Okay, so let's take on e5, queen h5, king g8, takes, queen takes, rook e8, and after queen d4 I go queen f5.
Let's go here.
And queen e4, let's say. Yes, but the question is how if you can also go to b1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're down upon end. You have isolated.
Yeah, the question stays. Question.
I mean, some of the games are not the most exciting. So when I see a pawn that the player can take, I just have to.
Yes, because actually the position he played g3. If we go back to the position, is not the first move in any case, which would come.
Not well. It's provocative, although Vladimir is playing very provocative these days.
Well, probably Black has to play something like g6 himself. At
Can
least
you-
now he should
Is there?
defend against bishop h7.
Can you play knight c4? Speaking of activity, you give up a pawn. Okay, this is also being attacked, but I just want to get rid of the bishops while you don't have too many squares for it.
Oh, bishop takes c7. Or, no, actually maybe I should have started with rook e8 if I want to take on d5. Rook e8, rook takes e8, takes. Queen d5. I'm not sure I would like to have my knight on d2 myself.
But
Bishop b3.
Okay.
You go b5, I know. And you want to sneak out. Actually, I was thinking first, what about it, instead of bishop b3, rook b1 first. So I sacrifice that pawn.
Yeah, there's
And
tactical problems here, I think.
For you?
For
Black.
me, yes. Yeah, I have problems.
Yeah, because queen c3, bishop b3. And if you exchange rook e1, then your knight will stop there.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
king g2 actually.
No, this has to be something watch out for Black.
Okay, so you can't force it off. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, there's a few other games going on. Anish Giri tied for first. I'm curious. Any game this year that made an impression on you, particularly from this tournament?
Ooh. Now I have to recall the games. But that's a tough question.
For me, the Carlsen against Seoul game made a bit of an impression. Just the opening and sacrificing the pawn, the understanding that how unpleasant this.
Well, for me, this Karyakin game actually was quite impressive.
Yeah, against Kramnik.
He won that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not some of the other ones. We have to make the home crowd happy.
No, it is fantastic that Giri is fighting for the first place practically all the way, all along.
Yeah, my
It
ideal.
is very impressive, and it's very difficult in such a tournament to stay until the very end. Once I was playing the tournament myself, and we were head-to-head with an end.
Yeah.
But there I think an end won with +3.
Possibly.
Exactly, we had a very, very, very interesting game, and that came second. So that was my.
So your
my
top result
big-
here?
Yeah. But I also made some few short draws,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow I managed to, with my energy. I mean, these 2 weeks are really tough.
Yeah, no, it's the longest tournament besides the candidates. I think we were talking about, speaking of 2003, I think that also is known as the worst score in the A group, because I asked them to check, and Timon scored 2.5 out of 15, and well, this year, you found there's one storyline that he is struggling a lot.
Well, trust me,
Yeah.
if you're playing bad in
Yeah.
Vacanze,
Yeah. That's what
you will
everyone's saying.
remember more than
It's
you
like-
play well.
It's like everyone has stories from the village, it seems.
I also had a very bad event in 2000 when I was scoring quite a few minuses. And,
Yeah, you just can't- well-
really when things are going wrong, I mean, no matter what happens on one day, the next day you either play with an end or Carlsen
Yeah,
or
there's sharks,
whoever, but
sharks
some,
everywhere.
yeah, Swidler, Caruana. So it's somehow it doesn't loosen up the story. And every day you have to prepare and struggle. You have a lot of less energy, and of course it's known that if you lose a game, you feel more tired than the same game you win, because simply
Yeah,
it just.
and you also don't sleep as well, and all the other.
Yeah, and it's
factors.
very frustrated when nothing works for you. And well, for Hui Fun, I think well, Giri maybe.
The way it started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in that game practically decided for two players how it will be
The tournament, the
tournament.
whole entire
So Giri
tournament.
got wings, and in other hand for Hui Fun it was
Yeah.
a horrific story. I mean, it is very very difficult to recover something like that.
Yeah, no, all the close games now, it seems like she's on the wrong end of. But hopefully she can recover a bit this final weekend.
I think there is only one thing she wishes already for quite a few rounds
Yes.
to have the tournament over.
Tournament over, so that probably means in this case, a couple draws wouldn't be so bad.
Well, it's
Yeah.
I mean it's not so long in any case anymore. It's only today.
You can
and
see when you see
tomorrow.
the end, it's a little easier. Well, Judith, thank you for spending time with us here in the studio. Don't want to take too much of your time. I'll let you go for now while we dissect the Carlsen Matt Lockup Endgame and see how things play out. Are you here till the very end?
Yeah,
Okay,
I will
okay.
see today and tomorrow.
Okay, well
And
then.
also the games this week.
That's right. Well, I'm hoping that there's a tiebreak playoff team. So I don't mind who goes into it. It'd be nice if Giri was in the playoffs, if Carlsen, and even Ahmadrov, and they have the Blitz. I don't know the format, Blitz or Rapid, but that'd be cool for the spectators as a finale. I think there'd be some good attention.
Yeah, definitely. I think even now they do a lot of interesting things. And yeah, of course, the more game they play,
Yeah.
especially if it's shorter, then
Yeah.
already can be very interesting.
Okay, well, we're going to take our first break. So thanks again, Judith, for joining us. We'll be back with the games afterwards.
This event means a whole lot to me. I've come here since I was 13, with the exception of 1 year. I'm very excited to come back for yet another very strong edition. I started playing chess when I was 8, and then yeah, I just got hooked on the game, and I've been hooked ever since. My